There you go, clicking on these videos again. you really sick of these jobs. You sick of the rat race, aren't you? I know you sick of it. I get it. I've been there, been there. I want to have a conversation with you to see what your thoughts. Is it better to quit a job or to get fired? Which one you think is best? So if you quit a job, typically what happens depends on the job. If you've been there for a little while, you might get a little severance pay. You might get some vacation time. You may get some sick time. You may not get anything at all other than the hours that you work and your last paycheck. So a benefit in quitting your job, you get to decide when you're gonna leave. You get to prepare. You get to get yourself ready before you leave. That's one benefit in quitting your job. Another benefit in quitting your job is recommendation, job recommendation. If you leave before you go off, before you trip, before you just had enough, you go ahead and leave in the right manner. You leave in good graces before you piss somebody off, before you get pissed off. It's important. Go ahead. Because, hey, you got to get another job, and the first thing they ask you for is a list of your references. And some of the questions on some of these job offers says, hey, what would your last manager say about you? Benefit of getting fired is you might be able to draw some unemployment. Depends on your previous job, how long you worked, and depends on the state laws and all that good stuff. But you might be able to get some unemployment if that's a benefit. One thing about getting fired, it'll give you some motivation. It'll put some fire up underneath you. It ought to allow you to get more inspired, more focused on your goals and your dreams on what you want to do. Because one thing about getting suddenly pushed out of the nest, you're gonna learn how to fly real quick, or you're gonna hit the ground very hard. If you quit your job, I hope you got a plan after that, because if you quit your job and you leave and the money stops, understand this. If you quit your job, you're waiting on retirement, what have you, understand you might well wait anywhere from 90 days to 60 days. Sometimes even your severance pay can take up to 90 days to 120 days. So don't be banking on, by the time I get my last check, I get my severance, I get my compensation package. Some places will hold your money for quite some time, all the way up to probably about 6 months sometimes. So be prepared to be dry within that period of time. Now let's talk about if you get fired. You get fired, it hurts. Yeah, I get that. But now, depends on what you get fired for, you know. Typically when you get fired, it's not a good... You go, it ain't easy. It's never easy. Even well prepared, even people who have saved and all that, it still is a challenge. It can be nerve-wracking, it can be difficult, but just like you found this one, you can find another one. Trust me, you can find another one. The value is within you, not within that job. Just remember that. Still running from it. It ain't over, y'all. Some of y'all think it's retired, it's this. No, I'm still trying to avoid that thing, shuck and die, because inflation going up, cost of everything goes up, everything tears up, and bills just still keep on rolling in. They don't care whether you got a little bit, don't have, do neither one, whether to quit, get fired, or any of that. You know, be wise, be smart, but some of y'all is on the edge. You're just trying to figure out the right way to go.